Welcome and welcome back. I'm Rasheena Jarreau. This is Bend and Bounce. Thank you for joining me for another video. This is going to be a yoga stretch session where we're going to move our entire body, but we're really going to be targeting our quads. That's the front part of our thighs, this meaty collection of muscles right here. That's what we're really getting into. So grab your yoga mat, any props that you want to use, and let's get going. All right, let's start in the center of our mat. Let's just take a strong standing position here. You can rest your hands on your hips or rest your arms by your side. Take a full deep breath in and a full deep breath out. Another deep breath in and a long breath out. Beautiful. And the third inhale, bring your arms up overhead, big reach here. Breathe out. Deep breath in. Arms down on the exhale. Again, inhale your arms up overhead. On the exhale, draw your arms down a little bit behind you as you take a cactus pose in the arms. And open your chest to the front. Keep breathing, deep breath in. And breathe out. Arms reach up, float them down. We're going to do that again. Deep breath in, arms up overhead. As you breathe them out, cactus arms, draw your chest forward. Take a few nice deep breaths here, opening up across your shoulders and your chest. And draw your arms up and down. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Find the backs of your hips with the palms of your hands. I'm turning to the side so you can see what my body looks like, but you can kind of stand where you're standing. And draw your pelvis forward, getting a stretch into the entire front side of your body, extending that stretch into your front legs, those quads there. And as long as your back is okay, continue to press your pelvis forward and lengthen your quad muscles. They can get really tight sometimes, especially if you've worked out at the gym, done squats and lunges and the like, and your quads are tight. You'll begin to feel it here. A couple more deep breaths here. And gently lift yourself forward. Big reach up. Nice forward fold, bend in the knees. Let your upper body go heavy. Maybe sway back and forth if you like. And gently lower yourself onto your knees. Sit back on your heels. Nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. While we're here, let's roll our neck a few times to the right. And then to the left. Neck straightens. Allow your hands to find the ground behind you. Maybe inch your knees and thighs apart just a little bit, a little wider than hip width distance. And lift your pelvis just enough to once again feel lengthening in your quads. This doesn't have to be a deep arch in your back to feel this, but engage your glutes and lift your pelvis up until you feel the sensation that you're chasing. And let's hold here at the top, pressing through those palms, staying strong for your arms and your shoulders, keeping those glutes engaged, stretching those quads for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hips lower. Find a nice child pose by folding forward and lowering your chest towards the mat. Breathe deeply here. Shift your weight up through tabletop towards the palms of your hands. Move my things out of the way. And press through the tops of your feet as you find an upward facing dog. Again, we're finding another back bend variation to stretch the front body, getting into those quads as well as those hip flexors. We're also stretching our abs and opening our chest. So back bends in any variation hit all of these areas, not just the quads. So we're getting a lot of bonus, a lot of bonuses here in this pose. All right, knees touch down. Find one more child's pose for 3, 2, and 1. Shift back to a tabletop. Tuck your toes under. Find a down dog. Keep your knees bent here if your hamstrings are tight. Three-legged dog as you lift your right leg back. Draw your right knee into your chest. Find a runner's lunge. Press your hips down towards the floor until you feel a stretch in that left quad. Option to stay here or add a twist in the chest by reaching your left arm up. And if you're here with me, let's add some rotations in that left arm. Maybe circling it 2 or 3 times before touching that left hand down, dropping our back knee, untucking the toes, and settling into a low lunge here as we press our hips even lower. And as we breathe deeply into this stretch. Round your spine a bit. Give yourself room to bring your right leg back. Find a child's pose. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Shift back to table. Back toes tuck under. Shift back to your down dog. Get any movement here that you like to get in. 3-legged dog, left leg lifts. Right knee draws into your chest. Find your runner's lunge. Option to stay here or twist your chest open to the right. And once again, if you're here with me, maybe you want to add a few rotations in the arms. Before touching your hands back down, lowering the back leg, untucking the back toes, and pressing your hips towards the mat. Breathe deep. Give yourself space to move your front leg back. Once again, find your child's pose. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Come to tabletop. Shift forward towards the fingertips. Press through the tops of your toes. Find another up dog. Touch your knees down and come back to that kneeling position once more. Palms resting on your thighs. Let's take a few deep breaths here. Deep breath in. Nice long sigh out. Deep breath in. Nice sigh out. Once again, draw your hands behind you. Activate those glutes, lift your pelvis. Get into those quads. Let's hold this here. Lower your bottom. Come to lying on your belly. Once you're there, bend your right leg up. Find your right ankle with your right hand. Press your heel towards your bottom. Release. Same bind on the other side. Find your left ankle with your left hand. Press your heel towards your bottom. Release your leg down. We're going to go into a bow pose. So first, let's kind of wiggle it out before we do this. Let's get ready. So bend both legs up behind you. Reach back, find one ankle, reach back, find the other. Engage your back muscles, including your glutes, and press your ankles into your palms. Lift your chest off the ground. This can be an intense one to hold. So let's just stay for 3 breaths. And release. One more squeeze of your heels towards your bottom. One more little quad stretch here. Press, press, press. Whew. And then release. You can use your hands stacked as a pillow. Wiggle out any tension in your legs. Maybe bend your knees up again, allow them to fall from side to side. Wiggle out any low back tension. And let's just relax here for about a minute before we end our practice. Just let your full body be heavy and completely supported by the floor. All right, when you are ready, bring your hands into the level of your chest. Press yourself up. Give yourself a minute to adjust to being upright. Pausing if you're at all dizzy. And I want to thank you for practicing and moving with me today. I cannot wait to see you all in the next video. That's all I have for you. Bye.